students, welcome to the exam rat. So today we are going to start our chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions, and we can generally call it as AP from the unit number 2, algebra. Okay, so before starting with that, if you are new to our platform, please visit our website, go through our website, subscribe, and in case of any queries and doubt, you can just let us know by commenting. So let's just start with our unit number 2 and chapter number 5, arithmetic progressions, right? So what is the arithmetic progression means? This is very new concept to you people, like quadratic equations, linear equations you are well aware of, but this arithmetic progression you are not aware of what is an AP. In the normal layman language, we can generally call it as sequence and series. Okay, we can call it as sequence and series. This is very briefly in your class 10th. Okay, but in class 11th or in 11th standard, you will be going to have a description, or you will be going to have a very explanation chapter for this arithmetic progression, AP as well as GP, that is geometric progression. But in class 10 there will be a little bit, very little bit of this AP, that what is AP and what is the common terms, like D means, what do you mean by N, what do you mean by SN. There are certain variables which are used in this particular chapter. You will be knowing the meaning of them, and you will be knowing to solve the questions by the given formula. In this chapter you don't have to there is nothing of concept, you just have to know about certain formula and you have to apply those formula in the question and you will be getting your answer. So without wasting time, let's just go with the AP. So AP is a sequence of the numbers such that the difference between each consecutive term is constant. For let's just say I have taken an AP 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. How will you say that this is an AP? So AP is a sequence in which the difference between every number is same. Okay, you can just find out the difference between 4 minus 2, difference between 6 minus 4, difference between 8 minus 6, and difference between 10 minus 8. All the differences will be equals to 2. So when the difference between the two consecutive number every time is constant, then it is known as the AP. Okay, this is the general form of the AP. So D is the known as the common difference. Okay, for example, the example I've given you below, in that particular example 2 was the common difference. So we can write it as like A plus D. This is the general form. A plus 2D, A plus 3D. Every time we are adding a new member to the sequence, we just add a D. Okay, so like this, in this particular example, like 2 was there, we are adding D, it means 2, 2 plus 2 4, then again 2, that is 6, then again 2, then again 2. Similarly here we are adding D. D is known as the common difference. A is the first term of the AP, that is why we called it as the first term of the AP, right? Okay, then basically AP can be of two types. It can be a finite and it can be an infinite AP. So finite series are those AP in which the number of terms are countable, in which the number of terms are countable or finite. They are called finite series, and in which there is no, like you can just see these dots here. So when we just put these type of dots, this means etc. It means that more are there, like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 dot dot dot, means the forward can be 12, 14, 16, they are also present. Okay, so that is why these dots are putting, that we don't know that how many numbers are present. So when it is not know, when we don't know about this, then we know when we called it as the infinite sequence. Okay, so there are few terms that you have to know, that what are they. So first is the A, that is the first term of any AP. Like this particular AP is starting from 2, so for 2 is the first term. D is the common difference, that is the constant term which is added in each term. It is called common difference. Then there is AN, which we called it as nth term. this is the last term or the nth term of the AP. For example, we say that there are n number of terms in this particular AP. So nth term, for example, we say that there are 5 terms. So the fifth term is this. So similarly, if we say that there are n number of terms, then the nth term is known as the AN. Okay, and for example, this is the particular AP. In this particular AP, 5 number of terms are there. So when the 5 number of terms are there, so in this particular AP, AN will be A5. So the formula for AN will be A plus N minus 1 into D, where A is first term, D is common difference, and S is the total number of terms. Okay, this is what we called as in AP. Okay, now there is a sum of first 10 terms also, and we will be we will be just discussing these sums in the other slides. So you can just have a look here that what is A, what is D, what is N. These are very important terms. For some of the first 10 terms we will just move forward, and then I'll tell you what is sum. Okay, so the important one is nth term, A, D and N itself. These are the very important terms that you have to remind in AP, that you have to remember to solve any question. So our first is to find out the nth term of the AP. Let's just suppose that there is a particular AP like 1, 3, 5, 7 and so on. Okay, now the question is given that you have to find the fifth term of the AP. So the fifth term will be A5, and the formula for the A5 is A plus N minus 1 into D. So A in this particular AP is the first term, that is 1, plus N will be number of terms. So for calculating the fifth AP, the number of terms will be 5 only, minus 1. D is the common difference. The common difference between each of them is 2. It should be constant always, 2. So what you will be getting is 1 plus 4 into 2, that is 9 as the fifth term of the AP. I hope this is clear to you people, that how can we find any term of the AP. Okay, we can just find it out by putting A, D and N. We should know these values, and this is the particular formula for finding out the AP, that AN is equals to A plus N minus 1 into D. Okay, where A is your first term, D is your common difference, N is your number of terms, and AN is your nth term. Okay, so if A5 we have to calculate, in short we can write it as A plus 4D. If we have to calculate A6, then it is A plus 5D. If we have to calculate A11, then it is A plus 10D. I hope this is clear to you, that what is the formula for the AN and how we can find out the AN. This chapter is purely based on the formulas, just formulas. So here we will study about some of the first n terms. Okay, so some of the terms, the formula, the sum will be represented like this, and the formula is n by 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1d. You are already aware of all the terms, that A is the first term, N is the number of terms, D is the common difference. And you can also write it as like this, like Sn equals to N by 2 A plus N minus 1D. So this, you are aware of this, that this is the formula for AN, or last term, which we can be symbolized like this way. So we can write this formula as Sn equals to N by 2 A plus L. This is also the another formula. So what are you getting as the formula of the sum of the terms is Sn N by 2 2a plus N minus 1D. This is the main formula, and by using this, if N is not given, if D is not given, what you can do is you can just write it like N by 2 A plus L or A plus AN. This is also the same formula if the last term is given, you can directly apply this formula. Now what about this? This is your first n terms. This is your sum of first n terms. So in this particular case, the first n terms, it means the AP will be started from 1 plus 2 plus 3 till n. Okay, so we are aware of A and we are also aware of common difference. So we can just write it as like Sn will be equals to n by 2. We are not aware of number of terms, it is n only. So 2a, instead of a we can put 1 plus n minus 1, and instead of d we can put 1. Okay, so what we'll be getting is n by 2, 2 plus n minus 1, and we'll be getting n by 2 and n plus 1. This is for n first n terms. When the AP is 1 to n, then the sum will be Sn equals to n by 2 n plus 1. I hope this is clear to you. All of these two formulas, these are derived from the first formula itself. All of these three formulas, they are derived from the first formula itself. The main formula for the sum of the n terms is Sn equals to n by 2 bracket 2a plus n minus 1d bracket closed, where n is the number of terms, a is the first term, d is the common difference. I hope that's clear. And in case the last term is given, you can also apply the formula which is derived from the first formula itself, that is Sn equals to n by 2 bracket a plus l or a plus an, where l and an, they are the last term of the AP. And for the first n terms, when we say that AP is 1, 2, 3 till n, in that case the sum of the first n terms will be equals to n by 2 bracket n plus 1. So I hope this is clear. You can just note down the main formula and you can derive the other formulas depending on whatever suits you, right? So this is all in the AP. This is all. There is nothing more than that in AP that you have to learn in this standard. So here I have prepared certain questions for you people, so let's have a look on them. So our first question is, choose the correct choice in the following 30th term of the AP. So basically we have to choose the 30th term of the AP. How we can choose the 30th term? The given AP is 10, 7, 4. Okay, so D is, I told you, A2 minus A1. So we can write D equals to 7 minus 10 equals to minus 3. This is your D. A is your first term, that is 10. You have to find out nth term, that is 30th term. An is equal to your 30th term. You have to find out the value of this 30th term. What you will do is An is equals to a plus n minus 1d. So a is your 10, n is your 30, minus 1, d is your minus 3. What you will get is 10 plus 29 into minus 3. After multiplying them, you will be getting 87. So minus 87 plus 10 equals to minus 77. Okay, so this is what you got in the 30th term of the AP is minus 77. I hope this is clear to you people, and you can easily know that what is the given value. So the minus 77 is in the option, yes is in the option, so C is the correct option for question number 2, right? Like you can see here, minus 27 is the correct answer, right? Let's move forward towards our next, that 11th term of the AP will be. This is the same question. The question is like minus 3, minus 1 by 2 and 2. So D will be equals to 2 minus minus 1 by 2. It means 2 plus 1 by 2. It means 5 by 2 is your D, right? And A is your minus 3. You have to find out 11th term, so it will be A plus 10D, right? A is your 3 minus 3 into 10 into 5 by 2. 25 minus 3, you will be getting 22 is your answers. And just check whether 22 is there. Yes, the 22 is there. It means your answer is correct. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. How you can just find out, just apply the formula for An, that is An equals to a plus n minus 1d, and once you will apply the formula, you will be getting all the values. You have a given, you have D, you can easily find out D. Okay, and then you have nth already given, so you can just easily find out the value of nth term by just applying the formula that an is equals to a plus n minus 1d. I hope this is clear. Let's move forward. These are the empty boxes. You have to just know the missing terms. Okay, so in this particular thing, a equals to 2 and a3 equals to 26, right? So what you will do is you have to find out the common difference, and the given ap is 2 dash 26. So there are total 3 terms. N equals to 3 is given, a equals to 2 given, and an is 26. So what we'll do is just apply the formula of an. 26 equals to 2 plus n minus 1d. So we will be getting 36 24 equals to 2d, and d equals to 12. Okay, I hope this is clear to you that how you'll be getting this. Okay, so this is about the particular equation or particular question. This is d equals to 12. Now you don't have to find d, you have to find the a2 term, and we know that a2 is equals to a plus d. A was 2, okay, and d was 12, so a2 will be 14. So just write it here that this particular box will be 14. Okay, now you can also do the other questions similarly. You can just try them out. If you people are unable to solve them, then I am here. Okay, if you are unable to solve them, then I am here, but you just have to try at least once. These questions are very easy, very easy. Okay, so you just have to try them once. If you are not able to solve, then I am here. You know that I have always your back, so just try them out once. For me, just try them out, and once you will just try them out, you will be getting all the answers. D equals to 2 in this, like people are asking about this question. This question has lots of boxes, so I've just applied the formula. C 6 is your last term, minus 4 is your first term. Number of terms are total 6, and n minus 1 will be 5d, and I have calculated d equals to 2. After calculating d equals to 2, we just have to add 2. Minus 4 plus 2, how much? Minus 2. Minus 2 plus 2, 0, 2 and 4. These are the AP. That is minus 4, minus 2, 0, 2, 4 and 6. Okay, this is the AP you are getting after solving the particular question. Okay, clear now? Now moving ahead with our next question, and this question is also basically, this is the very first exercise of the AP, where you have to tell whether the given thing is AP or not. So how will you tell that given thing is AP or not? In the very first slide, I told you that an AP is the sequence in which the common difference always remain constant. So a2 minus a1 in this particular case is 4 minus 2 equals to 2. a3 minus a2 is 8 minus 4 equals to 4. So 2 is not equals to 4. It means it is not an AP, because in this case the D is not constant. That is why this is not an AP. Right. Our second question is 2 comma 5 by 2 comma 3 comma 7 by 2. Repeat the same procedure. 5 by 2 minus 2. You will be getting 5 minus 4 by 2, that is 1 by 2. Okay, in this particular case you will be getting 3 minus 5 by 2 equals to 1 by 2. Right, so the D is equals to 1 by 2. It means this is an AP. If this is an AP, you have to find other 3 terms also. So 1 by 2 is the common difference. Just add them out. 7 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is 4. So our next term will be 4 plus 1 by 2 will be your 5 by 2. Am I right? Oh sorry, 4 by 2 plus 1 by 2 is your 9 by 2. Okay, then again 1 by 2 add, then this is 5. So these are the 3 terms. You can just find out by applying very simple formulas. Okay, in the last of this chapter, I will be giving you all the formulas for this question. Okay, so you can easily like have a look on the PDFs, and you can easily find out the formulas at one place only, and you can just solve your questions out. So I hope these questions are clear to you. In these questions you have to tell whether a given sequence is an AP or not. You can calculate it by just calculating the common difference. If it is constant, then it means it is an AP. If it is an AP, you have to find out the other three terms. How can you find out? You know, the basic standard form of the AP is like this. So in every term you have to add D. So just add D. You have added D, so this will be your outcome. So this is your fifth term. Then you again add D. This will be your outcome. Again add D. This will be your outcome. So this is your AP. This is very easy chapter. Okay, in class 10th standard you won't be like having a very big level for the AP, just a very small intro, what is AP, what are the terms used in the AP, so that a base will be ready till class 11th, so that you will be able to solve questions for class 11th. In standard 11th you will witness much more enhanced AP than this. Okay, so in this particular question, this is the question on the sum of the AP. So let me write the formula. N by 2. This is a long formula, that is why I am writing here. If you people have not learned yet, please learn these formulas. I will be giving the formulas in the end of the PDF, and whenever you will be getting these PDFs, just note them out in your notebooks or getting the printouts, and it will be very easy. Trust me, it will be very easy for you. So our first given is 1 by 5, right, 1 by 12, 1 by 10, up to 11 terms. I guess this is 1 by 15, if I'm not wrong. This is 1 by 15. So you will be getting, this is basically up to 11 terms. So total number of terms is 11. A is 1 by 15 already given. D we have to find out, like 1 by 12 minus 1 by 15. We will be getting 60 as the LCM. 5 minus 4 equals to 1 by 60 as the D. So our D will be 60, 1 by 60. Now the sum formula. Sum will be N by 2, 11 by 2, 2A, it means 2 by 15, plus N minus 1, D is 1 by 60. So it will be 11 by 2, 2 by 15, plus 10 by 60, that is 1 by 6. Am I right? Now to solve them out, 11 by 2, taking the LCMs, we are getting 4 plus 5, that is 9 by 30. So 11 by 12 into 9 by 30, 11 by 2 into 9 by 30. What we are getting is, we can't just solve them out, so this is like 3 and this is also 10. Okay, so this will be 33 divided by 20. This is the whole sum we are getting. I hope this is clear to you people, how we can just solve out the sums for the given number of n terms in the particular AP. This is very easy. Just you have to apply, you have to know the certain values, and when we will be knowing 3 out of 4 values, you can easily calculate the fourth one by applying the formula. If the D is not given, you know that D is the very basic form, and you can calculate the D by A2 minus A1 thing, right? You can just calculate it. Similarly, here are also certain things are given. So in this particular question, let's have a look here. Minus 5, minus 8, minus 11 till minus 230. This is the AP. So in this particular case, the last term is given. You can apply this formula. Number of terms are not at all given. So first of all, you have to find out the number of terms. In this particular question, AN is minus 230 equals to minus 5 plus n minus 1. D will be minus 8 plus 5, that is minus 3. Right, now what you will do is just solve it out. You will be getting minus 230 plus 5 minus 225 divided by minus 3, right? So you will be getting 3 7s are 21, and 3 5 is 15 equals to n minus 1 and n equals to 76. Right, you will be getting n equals to 76 in this particular question. Okay, so n equals to 76. Now just apply the sums formula, in which it is sum equals to 76 by 2. A is your minus 5 plus last term is minus 230. So it is minus 230 plus minus 5 is minus 235, and you will be cancelling it, like 2 3 is 6 and 2 8 38 into minus 235 will be your answer. Whatever you will be getting after multiplying this, that will be your answer for this particular questions. Don't be scared of the long, long digits or like these things. These are very easy. Understand, they are very easy. Let's move forward. These are certain word problems I have prepared. Like always, I have prepared certain word problems. Like word problems are something students are afraid. Okay, so I have prepared certain word problems here. Have a look here how to make equation, how to solve them, how to make a AP out of them. So it is given that A, B, C are in AP. This is already given. So if they are in AP, it means B minus A will be equals to C minus B. Why? Common difference thing, they must be equal. Okay, what you have to prove is this particular thing is also in AB. So what we will do is we'll just, if we consider this as an AP, let's just suppose the given is in AP. Let's just suppose that is in AP. So we'll be getting C plus A minus B plus C equals to A plus B minus C plus A. Just open these things and you will be getting like this. Just cancel them out. Whatever will be cancelled. You will be getting A minus B equals to B minus C, and we have to prove this. Okay, so what we will do is we'll just take out the common. B minus A equals to minus of C minus B. Just cancel these signs out and we are getting the same thing. It means that yes, B plus C, C plus A and A plus B are in AP. Just have to just like आपको बस इसको equations को इधर उधर करना है. Just have to exchange the places of the equations and variables and you will be getting your answers within few minutes. Just practice it out. Just practice it out. There is no other mantra for solving the questions in mathematics. Just practice. In a certain AP, the 24th term will be A24, obviously is twice the 10th term. I have made this equation using this given equation. So prove that, what we have to prove is that 72 term prove is 72 term, that is A72 is twice the A34th term. So what we will do is, so A24, this is basically given is that A plus 23D equals to 2 into A plus 9D. This is already given. Okay, so what we will do is we will, like, this is the equation we are given with. We can just solve this equation out. A plus 23D equals to 2A plus 18D, right? So we will just make an equation like A minus 5D will be equals to 0 or A equals to 5D. Now we have to prove this. Just write it down. A plus 71D equals to twice of A plus 33D. We'll be getting A plus 71D equals to 2A plus 66D. Put the value of A from this into this. 5D plus 71D equals to 2 into 5D, that is 10D plus 77D. And you will be getting like whatever you will be getting is A plus 71D equals to 2A plus 66D. This is what you are getting. So A is equals to 5D. Now from 1 and 2, so here you will be like solve this thing. first of all, don't put this. I am just putting it, but you don't have to put this. You just have to solve it, and if it is equal to this, it means they are also equal. So after solving them out, you will be getting a plus 70 equals to 2a plus 60. Whatever you will be getting is a plus 5 equals to 5d. So since a equals to 5d in both the cases, it means yes, hence proved. I hope this is clear. We have proved that a is equals to 5d in both the cases. It means yes, both of them are in AP. Right. Now our another question is, this is from miscellaneous one. Okay, another question is from miscellaneous one. So basically the miscellaneous one. So this is the question which is given, that which term of the AP is the first negative term. This is the given AP. We have to know first is the first negative term of this particular AP. A is 121. Whenever you will be getting any kind of question, first of all, just note down whatever is given to you. Okay, now this is your okay, now you know that a and b the negative term, so a n must be negative. Yeah, it means it is less than 0. So a plus n minus 1 d must be less than 0. It means a plus a is your 121 plus n minus 1 into d must be less than equals to 0. Now we can just by open it out, and we'll be getting this equation must be, so 125 must be less than 4n. Okay, and we can just say that after dividing these terms, we can say that n must be greater than 125 divided by 4, and we will be getting 31.25. Okay, it means n will be greater than 31.25. It means approximately n will be equals to 32 term. Okay, so it means 32nd term of the AP is the negative term. This is how you can just find out. This is very easy and hit and trial type of a method. Okay, so you can also have a look on question number 2, and I'm here to explain you about this question also. Right, so this is like sum of the third and seventh term of the AP is 6. It is given that first term and the third term and the seventh term of the AP is given as 6. This is already given. You can write it as a plus 2d plus a plus 6d equals to 6, and we can write it out as 2a plus 8d equals to 6, or we can write as a plus 4d equals to 3. This is the equation we are getting, right? Now what we can do is, we can just write it as a equals to 3 minus 4d. Now our next equation which is given as product is 8. So a plus 2d multiplied by a plus 6d is equals to 8. Right, this is what we are given. So just put the value of a in this particular equation. Value of a was 3 minus 4d. So 3 minus 4d plus 2d multiplied by 3 minus 4d plus 6d is equals to 8. So it will be 3 minus 2d and 3 plus 2d. You can see that this is an identity. You can apply 9 minus 3a minus b, a plus b is a square minus b square. So 4d square is equals to 1, and d square equals to 1 by 4, and d is equals to plus minus 1 by 2. Okay, you have to find out the sum of 16th term of the AP. When you have find out the d, you can put the value in a and find out the value of a, and you are aware of a and d, and you have to find out the first 16 term. It means n is 16. You can easily put all the values in sums formula and find out the value of sum of the first 16 terms. I hope this is clear to you how you can solve them. So here I've prepared a short summary for the sum of the AP. So do you know the nth term of AP? If you know the nth term of AP, then you should have to find out by using for A1 nth term, number of terms, and then you have to use this particular formula. If you know the nth term, then you can know this formula. You can just go with this formula. You don't have to write whole thing. You just have to go with this formula if you are aware of this particular thing. And if you're not aware of this particular thing, okay, then you can have A, D and N are the things which are always mentioned in the question. D you have to find out using AP. A is already given in the AP and N is also given. So then in that case, if AN is not given, then you can also apply this particular formula and you will be getting your SN. I hope this is clear. So at the end of this chapter, I would like to, as always, I would like to tell you certain things that are very important in this chapter. This chapter has like not at all like something which is important. The concepts are important in this particular chapter. Formulas are important. Formulas are very important. So first of all, the general form of the AP is A plus D, A plus 2D and so on, right? Our next thing is your AN formula, that is A plus N minus 1D. Our next is your sums formula, that is Sn equals to n by 2a plus n minus 1d. You can also write it as Sn equals to n by 2 a plus l, okay, l or an, anything you want to use here, okay. And our last formula for this particular thing is your Sn when the given AP is like this for the first n terms. In this particular case, this will be your sum. I hope this is clear to you. These are the formulas that you have to remember in this particular chapter. So just read that chapter out. If in case of any doubts and queries, you can just let us know by commenting. And that's it for the chapter number 5 AP. So basically we are done with our unit number 2 algebra, and in the next lesson we will be going to start with our next unit, that is coordinate geometry. The similar unit you have studied in class 9th lessons also. So that's it for today, and thank you for watching. Have a lovely day.